Hey everybody, on Friday, July 5th, around 7 p.m.-ish Eastern Time, it's a new moon in Cancer. What do you need to know about making the most of these energies? I'm going to discuss the astrology of the new moon in Cancer, and then I will be pulling some oracle cards for each sign to guide you through the energies. So keep watching. So welcome to the channel, or welcome back. So good to see you here. So this new moon in Cancer is happening at 14 degrees of the sign, and Venus is in very close proximity also in Cancer, and we have a trine to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So what does all this mean? Let's break it down. First of all, of course, a new moon in Cancer gives us an emotional reset point for everything that is related to our emotions, because the moon is the ruler of Cancer. Anything to do with our home, anything to do with mothering, nurturing, creativity, because Cancer is a very sensitive, creative energy. Of course, it rules the 4th house in the astrological wheel. So it is also, I would say, associated with how grounded are we feeling emotionally right now? Like, what is the status of our emotional well-being? And of course, new moons are times to set new intentions. It's kind of a reset point for us. Saturn is in a wide, meaning it's not an exact, it's about 5 degrees off, a wide trine to this new moon, Saturn retrograde in Pisces, suggesting this is a great time to review our emotional commitments and obligations. And also, I would say, not just to other people, but also to ourselves. Now, the other thing is that the most exact aspect here is Venus squaring Chiron. Venus is at 22 degrees Cancer. The Chiron is at 23 Aries. So it's a pretty exact square. Excuse me. To me, that's important, because the more exact an aspect it is, the more potent it has the potential to be. Now, remember, squares are friction. They can be tense energy. We need squares. You know, squares provide us sometimes a kick in the bum. They provide us motivation, because let's face it, all of us sometimes will not change a situation unless we feel irritated enough by it. Hey, but here's the thing. We have Venus, right, which is associated with love, money, our values, our own personal value, also the values that we exhibit out into the world. Venus in Cancer is an extremely sensitive energy. It is very intuitive. It is very empathetic. You know, all water sign Venuses are, but it's especially attuned to things related to the home environment, the fluctuation of emotions, like really being able to suss out how the winds may change, so to speak, very quickly with people's emotions, like, and also feeling a lot of it in the body. Cancers often get that, pit in the stomach sensation, butterflies in the stomach, that type of clairsentience. So Chiron in Aries has been bringing up issues, lessons, opportunities for growth in areas concerning our personal independence, autonomy, our authority, our willingness to be a maverick, to not look for outside validation, but do what we need to do, forge our own path in whatever way we think is right. Now, Venus in Cancer, which is looking for connection, empathy, approval, sometimes, squaring Chiron, is helping us bring up and address issues of, are we looking too much for outside validation instead of relying on our own inner intuition and authority of knowing what is right for our path ahead? So this is really a good time for you to check in with yourself and see if you're waiting for some sort of external validation before you set a new course of action for yourself. The only person's approval you need is yours. So if there have been any situations in your life that have cropped up, especially, like I said, this Chiron about not taking your own actions forward, not doing what you want to do because you're too sensitive to what everybody else is going to say around you, or putting their needs before your own, this is a great time to reset and reboot with this energy and take a look at that. Because Saturn is retrograde in a supportive trine with this energy, it's suggesting that this is a good time for reflecting and perhaps coming up with an alternative game plan for achieving our most important dreams. I've done a whole video on Saturn retrograde. Check it out. I'll leave a link in the description, but that might be helpful for you to look at. Also in terms of the energies that are coming up now, because Saturn is playing a role in this new moon in Cancer. And of course, Chiron is about healing too. So what role are you playing in your own healing? Once again, are you waiting for permission, or are you waiting for some sort of outside influence so that you start something important to your own personal development and healing of whatever you have going on in your life? Or are you being proactive, coming up with a plan? There's that supportive Saturn trine, and making it happen. So this is another way to look at the energies. Well, I'm going to pull Oracle deck cards for each sign. I'll be using the Healing Waters deck. I thought that was appropriate since we have a new moon in a water sign. And then I will do a quick tarot clarification. I am not going to break this out by houses. So feel free to watch for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, whatever message, remember, applied to your life, and always use the energies. Timestamps are in the description. All right, let's get started. All right, Aries, let's see what you need to know about the new moon in Cancer. Aries, setting some intentions. Emotional reset, reboot, new moon in Cancer. Aries. We have the waterfall. Beautiful. Inner power, unbridled confidence, claiming your place. Yeah, claiming your place. That, you know, you have gone through a lot since your new moon solar eclipse on April 8th. There have been things reshuffling. You've been recalibrating, rebooting. So yes, you've been healing anything going on. Sorry, cat here. With anything to do with confidence and being able to take initiative, take action on things that are most important to you, that it's okay to be independent and autonomous and have your own agendas. Okay, claiming your place and your inner power. Beautiful. And emotionally really feeling connected with your inner power. So this is a time to, if you haven't been feeling that way, to reboot and reset so that you do feel that way. And address anything that's standing in your way from feeling that way. Especially with that Venus squaring Chiron in your sign. Okay, so getting back your confidence, feeling more connected with your inner power, because, you know, you're in the process of healing emotional stuff that has stood in your way of pursuing the life of your dreams. All right, let's see what we have for this for you. Aries. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Wow. And the Queen of Pentacles. So you are opening up some sort of space at this new moon emotionally. Like you are walking away from something. You have the inner power and unbridled confidence to leave an emotional chapter behind that does not serve you. Now, you could have already done this, but what's happening, I think, at this new moon in Cancer also is that you're seeing the next goal that you want to manifest. That's what the mountain represents. And here is the next goal. It's landing in your lap. So by the time we get to the full moon in Capricorn in 2 weeks on the 21st, you know, you could have the new thing landing in your lap. You could have a very solid plan in place of what you're going to be doing to forge this new chapter, move ahead in your life, a new beginning. You could be manifesting some important resources to make that happen. So this is beautiful. Claiming your place, like claiming your worth and your place to be able to pursue something new that emotionally means a lot to you, and feeling confident that you got this and you can do it. Okay, maybe before it seemed out of reach, but now it does not. So, or you're emotionally rebooting so that it does not. So very interesting. Of course, 8 of Cups, emotionally ready for a new chapter, leaving old chapters behind, and embarking upon some dreams of stability, prosperity. Could be something new connected with your home as well. With these energies, you could be moving on, getting ready to move on to some sort of new destination of where you want to live. It's possible with this energy here. But yeah, the power to know, the inner power to know that your emotions and what you're focusing on has enormous manifestation power, and understanding that connection even more strongly now than you have ever done before. All right, Taurus, let's get a card for the new moon in Cancer. For you, Taurus, what do Taurus peoples need to know right now? Taurus. We have the Pearl, beautiful, the Pearl, alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. Wow. So something beautiful is coming out of something that may have been a little dramatic, traumatic, complicated, right? Because that is how the pearl gets formed. It's that irritation of the sand within the oyster. And that makes the pearl develop. So it's the alchemy of change, right? That the changes that you have been going through with Uranus in your sign, we have Mars currently in your sign, like just, these enormous changes that may have been very abrupt, sudden, and disruptive. The grit, it's going to bring you to a state of grace. And you may see that very clearly at this new moon in Cancer, right? Focusing and setting your intention for the reward at the end, whatever that may be for you. Okay, so let's see what we need to know about this for you. Some sort of, it's new moon in Cancer, so it's some sort of emotional new beginning. That's the reward. So let's see. And it's your third house, so it can also be the way you're thinking and communicating. There could be an important message that comes around this new moon that helps put closure on something that you have been growing through that has been an irritation. So there could be something like that. Let's see. Capricorn, the Devil, and the Four of Pentacles. So you have been dealing with a very intractable situation, the Devil. Right, that is the grit. That is the drama, the trauma, etc. And it's been holding on to your coattails, so to speak, for a while. Could be the last 4 years, 4 months. It's been doggedly following you. I think this new moon in Cancer is a great time for you to reset your emotional energies, to look at where you're playing your part and still holding on to it. The sell by date is here. Like, it is time to let this devil go. Whatever it is in your life that is unhealthy, toxic, and that has kept you stuck. This is the other thing. Stuck in a comfort zone. Well, better the devil, I know. It's, at least I can deal with it, or him or her or whatever, right? I can deal with it. But that's not what life is meant to be. Life is not just supposed to be like, I'm just dealing with things. I'm just kind of keeping my head above the water here. No. Right? Because this is interesting, this Four of Pentacles that's here. Because this to me is your energy. And you are holding on to this still. Why? Emotionally look at that. What is that doing? If you want this beautiful pearl, if you want the reward after this suffering, then finally set the intention to let this go. And maybe this is what happens for you at the full moon in Capricorn, our second one that we're having on July 21st, because we got the Capricorn here. Okay, so it doesn't mean you have to let it go the day of the new moon, but it's time to set that intention, right? It's time to set the intention, recognize your role in still holding on to whatever this is, and then kind of regroup, emotionally face it, and then be like, all right, let's use the full moon energies with Pluto going retrograde at that 29 degree of Capricorn. It's like right there, like to wrap it up karmically once and for all, like let's let it go so that the pearl can come into my life. All right, Gemini, let's see what you need to know about this new moon in Cancer energy. Gemini. Okay, let's see what we have. Ooh, we have plunge. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive in. All right, look at that. That's so cool. I love the artwork in these cards. All right. So this new moon is happening in your second house of money and values and self-esteem. So it's like you don't have to wait for any more confidence, right? It's like feel the fear, do it anyway. Plunge in. You got this. You have Jupiter in your sign also, right? Protecting you. Like, go for it. What goal of value do you want to pursue right now? Whatever it might be. Emotionally, just check in with yourself. But don't wreck yourself and be like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You are ready. Don't talk yourself out of emotionally, deeply diving into something new. Okay, so let's see. Go for it. And this is the other thing too. All right. And you guys, you know I love you guys. So it's not anything personal. But you know how you have like all sorts of things you're interested in. And it's not that you can't be a deep diver and specialize. But this really is about not taking things at surface levels or being into 50 different things. This is about focus and diving in very pointedly and specifically into something to a deep level. So just keep that in mind. This is about an inch wide and a mile deep. Okay, not a mile wide and an inch deep. All right, let's see what we need to know for you. Don't hold back, Gemini. Page of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Okay. So there is something here, a blockage, Ten of Wands, that does need to be cleared out of your vision. So that is why we have a Page of Wands here, about taking the action to get this blockage out of your way. So this could be just that you have so many other things on your plate that you think are more important. Maybe they are more important. I don't know. But there's a lot of other things that you feel like you got to do, you got to hold up before you can take this leap of faith, before you can dive in and do this thing. But I would also say here, are you not doing it because you're afraid of seeing emotionally where it might lead you? You know, this Ten of Wands is very, it's just like BS tasks that we got to get done. And she can't see, right? She's got the wands in front of her face. She can't see. She's got her head buried in this burden of whatever this is that she thinks she has to carry. And yes, on some level, it might be valid. As I said, maybe there are tasks and roles and duties and things she has to do. But sometimes we use those things as an excuse instead of trying something new. And we stay stuck in place. And then we complain. So, this is the opposite. I mean, look at how she's standing. This is the opposite, right? This is, I'm diving in, even though I am not sure emotionally where this is going to take me, this current. I am free. She's not free. She's tethered to these heavy wands. This is, I'm free and I'm not afraid. And I'm going to dive in deep. And I am unburdened by excuses. That's what I'm going to say this is. Okay, so don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive in. If you truly want to do something in your life, this is always going to be there. Everybody always has a 10 of wands, right? Everybody always has, well, I got to do the dishes. I got to feed the cat. I got to get the oil changed in my car. I got to make 20 videos for YouTube. I got to do, time to spend with my father, 10 hours this week and talk to him while he's laying in bed, bedridden. I got to do these things. I got to go to the grocery store. Everybody always has this, right? Always has this. So if you want it bad enough, this is the thing, right? If you want it bad enough and Jupiter's giving you opportunities, he's in your sign, then make the room to take this dive in, to plunge in, to try it without the excuses. That's all I'm saying. So check in with yourself emotionally. If it's worth it to you, this second house of Cancer, if this is really worth it to you, if something is presented and you're like, oh my God, that's like so amazing, like I want to do that, don't block yourself from it. Don't make the excuse. All right, Cancer, it is a new moon in your sign. How are you guys feeling? Let me know in the comments. And of course, happy birthday to you. I have not forgotten about your birthday reading. I will get it done at some point in the next week or so. I still have to do Geminis also. So please just bear with me. But I will get it done for you all. I have not forgotten. All right, so let us see what you need to know about this new moon in your sign. Woo! Well, that fell right out. You saw it fly out of the deck and land on the desk. And it's some king tide. It's some king tide. Plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. Okay, so setting the intention, checking in with yourself emotionally. What do you need to do that? Because you are very good at giving. You are such a giving and beautiful energy. Sometimes it's easier for givers to give than it is for them to receive. So that's your challenge right now. Okay, that is your challenge, to set the intention, Cancer, of receiving plenty and prosperity, letting the tide roll toward you rather than you putting things out with the tide. Okay, letting the tide of prosperity roll toward you, receiving the fullness of life, allowing yourself to receive, working on any ways that still need to be healed about receiving. Like, do you minimize, or do you not just, say thank you, or do you say, oh, this old thing, when you get a compliment on your shirt or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, whoops. Let's see what you need to know about this king tide, prosperity and plenty, but receiving it and allowing yourself to really rejoice in it. Yeah. 5 of Cups. Okay, so there are some new things that are going to get started in your world, especially in terms of financial abundance. Okay, there may be a new job, there may be a new offer coming within the next couple of months, but the ball gets rolling at your new moon here, because there's something here with this 5 of Cups, this sadness, this regrets, this nostalgia. You don't want to stay stuck emotionally with regrets of, well, what if I tried that? What if I tried to be self-employed? What if I went for the raise? Or what if I shifted the job? Or, what if I did this, that, or the other thing? Right? So there's something you're looking at here. There may also be, too, some sadness and regrets in terms of, again, other people that you've held yourself back from receiving because you've been too busy tending to everybody else's stuff, but then it left you less than enthused anyway. They could have taken advantage of you. There could have just been loss of friendships or sadness or, whatever it might be. Regrets that you didn't spend more time focusing on things that were important to you. This is, after all, your new moon. So you may be setting an intention at your new moon to invest more in your own priorities and look at ways that perhaps you've been afraid of fully receiving, whether it's from the universe or from other people, because you're afraid of emotional strings attached, or people letting you down, or we're feeling like maybe the universe has let you down and having a chip on your shoulder about it. Not everybody, but some might, right? With this Five of Cups. So the universe is loving and giving, right? Here it is with this Ace of Coins. It wants to bring you into a new cycle of financial abundance. Don't keep yourself from that because of this is associated with your past disappointments and shenanigans of whatever type they might be. There's something new here. And this is also about trusting yourself. Aces for me are about the self. So trusting yourself that what the universe is bringing you, what you're asking the universe for, is going to be right and rightly aligned, and taking and receiving fully whatever the universe is going to start bringing you, and not second guessing it or ignoring it or whatever. With the Five of Cups here. Okay, so as it says here, receiving the fullness of life, plenty and prosperity. But there's something new. It's going to involve something new. And sometimes you'd rather stay stuck in the past. I say that with love. I love I love all the signs. Okay, but you know how this is, this Five of Cups. Well, what do you mean? Like if I really want more money, I'm going to have to shift something, and that means I'm going to have to let go of this, that, the other. Yeah, you are. You are. You're going to have to let go of something from your past that you've been clinging on to, this Five of Cups. The new beginning's at hand. You got the North Node also in your 10th house of career. Let's not forget that. So some sort of new beginning with plenty and prosperity. Can you step into it? All right, Leos, let's get a card for you for the new moon in Cancer. Leos, what do you need to know? Leos. Ooh, we have planetary wave, soul mission, trust the inner call, and soul team. Wow, this is so interesting because, of course, the new moon's in your 12th house of a psychic energy and connecting with the ethers, right? Your soul team, spirit guides, energies behind the veil. So interesting. Okay, so there's some new soul mission that's getting ready for you, and trusting the inner call for that. All right, so let's see. And there could be new spirit guides that you're going to be connecting with to help you with that. You're very planetary wave, like you are very attuned to energies right now around you, especially. So listen to your intuition right now. It's very important, and trust your inner call of where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to talk to. You are being guided. This is very strong. Guided spiritually, but also those intuitive hunches. Listen, right? Listen to them. All right, let's see what we have. Seven of Wands. Wow, and the Temperance. Very spiritual. So there may be something that you've been kind of trying to navigate with the Seven of Wands. You have been maybe involved in some sort of trying to keep yourself grounded, to stay steady, to deal with a bunch of other people coming at you in some way, asking you for this, for that. This is really an energy of trying to navigate perhaps a thorny situation. There could have been blockages put in your way. But look at the look on her face. Like, she's very determined. She looks very Leo, doesn't she, with her beautiful hair here? It's like she's very determined that she's going to make her way through whatever this situation is. So you are a Leo on a mission. This card is, as it says, soul mission. So you are on some new mission that is important for your spiritual evolution, your growth. It could be also something in the material world as well, but it may also just be more spiritual because we have the Temperance card here as well. This could also be something involving your creative life, taking a risk, getting out of a comfort zone, because this is your 5th house, Sagittarius. But this is the alchemy of transformation, and this is a spirit guide. She doesn't have wings on here, but look, very similar energies that are showing up here. So you are not alone in whatever this battle is to get to the other side, this mission that you're on. And yes, I use the word battle, but it doesn't mean, but it just means we're negotiating and making our way through a lot of stuff that is around that's maybe, like I said, a blockage. Okay, the way is being cleared for you spiritually. You just need to stay determined and focused. And way will open up for you. Way to way to way. Like this, I feel like this is road opener energy. Unblocking. So, very good. And of course, the alchemy of change as well. So there is a new soul mission about to come into view for you that is going to bring a profound alchemy, shifting spiritually. It could be shifting you so you feel more on point and focused to take some sort of risk or start a creative project. Again, that 5th house, or start a new relationship. That's possible with 5th house emphasis here as well. So, wow. Pray and ask. Angels cannot intercede and help unless you ask. So that is another part of this as well. Really nice inner energies here. So cool. All right, Virgo, let's see what you need to know about the new moon in Cancer. Virgos, let's see. What do you need to know? We have the Water Oracle. What is this? Psychic abilities, acting on visions, and it's destined. Wow. So you are very, very psychic right now, even more psychic than normal. Okay, you're absolutely on point. But acting on your visions. So, interesting. And something that is destined to come into your reality. So setting some new intentions for emotional clarity, for your psychic abilities to be heightened, so that you have this visionary sense of this is destined and divinely aligned for me. So, and of course it's a Water Oracle, right? So it is about really tuning in emotionally. Right? Okay. Let's see what we need to know about that for you. Something destined is about to get started in your life because you are acting on your psychic intuitions about it. Let's see. Virgo. The Magician, and the Lovers. Okay, wow. All right, so I'm going to read this a couple different ways. This could be something related to having some options in your life. Like, you've been wanting some choices. That is Lover's energy. So this is manifestation. Like, you're going to manifest a couple of different possibilities for yourself based on whatever this new destined thing is that you're trying to create in your life. So it is important for you to really tune in emotionally and be very discerning, because you may have to make some sort of decision, and you've got to go, as according to these energies, you've really got to go with your gut, with your intuitive vision. What you're really psychically feeling is correct. So you're going to manifest options, but then the intuitive faculties need to kick in order to make the choice. Now, Gemini is interesting because Gemini is your 10th house of career. So this could be related to something career oriented. Like you've been really tuning in to have some sort of new opportunities present themselves, new job possibilities, new promotion possibilities, etc. And at this new moon, you're setting the intention to bring those in, to call those in and make that happen for you. This new moon is in your 11th house of networks, friendships, personal gains, and of course, hopes and wishes and dreams. So there could be something options that you manifest that are beyond your wildest dreams. I mean, we got 2 major arcanas here and the Lovers. So you could manifest the answer to a prayer, to a wish that is fantastic, is absolutely unbelievable. But it is destined. This is the thing from this. So what this is, I would say, is, are you ready and willing to step into your destiny? Are you willing to step up and start working with the energies to manifest your destiny? Or are you still kind of over here saying, I'm not ready yet? Okay, so these are things to think about, right? So psychic abilities, acting on visions, and it's destined. You're manifesting some very potent and powerful opportunities and possibilities. All right, Libras, let's see what you need to know about this new moon in Cancer. Libras, let's see. Oh, that fell right out, so we'll take it. Into the unknown, underworld depth, courage, and facing your fears. Okay. This is an interesting card because it's like the figure is up here. You don't want to get sucked down into this vortex of God knows what. Right? You don't want to, that's what this looks like, a big sinkhole to me. Like you don't want to get caught in the sinkhole, never to be heard from again. But right, there is something like you don't have to get sucked into it. You can acknowledge and see what it is, right, from a safe vantage point, to help you face whatever fears you may have about venturing into something new, into the unknown. Now, this new moon is in your 10th house of career, so it might be something to do with that, but it also could be something else going on in your life. Okay, so you don't want to get sucked into the sinkhole where you don't take action and you just stay kind of caught in some fear, right? But at the same time, you do need to face whatever fears of the unknown, which we all have, right? But this is the card you're getting, of starting something new in our lives. This is a new moon we're talking about. If it's about new things, okay? So finding the courage to do what you need to do to clear any blockages so that you can have a brand new beginning. This thing is with people in general, most people, they want certainty with things, and that's not how life works, right? There's rarely guarantees. We're all kind of just doing the best we can with the information we have at the moment. But I think this is more about facing internal fears of the unknown. The situation may actually be quite favorable. It's your own need for certainty that might be the thing holding you back. So let's see. And that's based in fear is my point. All right, let's see. The Fool. Oh, and the Lovers, and I shuffled. We got the Gemini. So 2 major arcana, right? 2 major arcana. So a new beginning wants to manifest for you, and you want the new beginning. See, this is the thing. You want this. You want a fresh start, and you want some options too. This could be a fresh start of a new relationship. Maybe you've recently met somebody, and maybe this is the fear of the unknown. Well, how is this going to work out? I don't want to start this thing and really get involved in it if there's not a guarantee that this is going to be growing into something that's going to last. There's no guarantees, right? There's no guarantees. You know, it could be the type of thing, well, I don't want to commit to that job. This is in your 10th house of career, of course. I don't want to take that opportunity because what if another better one comes along? Again, there's no guarantees, right? You make the best decisions you can at the time with the information that you have. But there is something about starting a brand new destined course of action where you're not afraid. This fool is not afraid. This fool has gone through the process of facing the long journey, right? From the Fool all the way to the World card. And then we start again with the Fool card. So this person has already been through this whole long journey of development. Now they're starting a brand new chapter. They're ready. They've learned a bunch of lessons. They're ready for this next new thing. They're ready to make some choices. Yeah, they don't know which way the road's going to roll out, but they are open to seeing where things go. And that is what I would say to you with this new moon in Cancer, especially in regards to career. But again, because we have the Lovers here, could be something with a new person or relationship in your life, that type of thing. Okay, so the courage to take a leap of faith into the unknown. All right, Scorpio, let's see what you need to know about the new moon in Cancer. Scorpio. Let's see, Scorpio. All right, we have thank you, gratitude, appreciating what's sustaining you. Beautiful. So this could be a great time to start a gratitude practice or re-energize a gratitude practice you may already have. You could be thanking the universe for some sort of gift heading your way around this new moon. Very possible. But just really having this sense of appreciating, as it says here, what's sustaining you. This new moon's happening in your 9th house, which is the house of the world, the big picture of your life. So whether, whatever is contained in your world, who's ever in your world, whatever's in your world, whatever your world consists of, being grateful for things both big and small. Because, of course, gratitude is a beautiful energy that also helps in manifesting other things in our lives, right? So a big thank you. You could be getting a thank you from the universe. Somebody could be thanking you for something also. So very lovely, very lovely. Gratitude for your blessings. So let's see what we need to know. Because the 9th house is also a very spiritual house. This new moon in your 9th house. So this is a good time to emotionally reset into an attitude of gratitude. Oop, that just flipped over. In case that hasn't been your MO lately. All right, but let's see. Let's see what we need to know about this thank you. And it came out anyway. I flipped it over and then I took it. Oh, I had the 6 of Wands. Okay. So we have this Leo, which is your 10th house of career, and a beautiful triumph card. So, and this Leo energy, the strength, is very much about faith and spirituality and gratitude, a grateful heart, a loyal heart. So I think that you could be very grateful and happy that some sort of victory is heading your way. Some sort of opportunity, maybe with your career, to be more in the spotlight. It's possible. But again, if that's an intention that you want, if that's something you want to manifest, then the way that's going to happen is through the gratitude of where you're already at now. Not to be like railing against it, like, well, how come they got that promotion before I did? And okay. But be like, okay, I'm grateful I have this job. I'm grateful I'm doing this. And, appreciating where you're at and the strengths you have, your purity of heart and intention, and that will bring in more for you. That will bring in another victory and success, maybe anytime between the next 6 weeks. So maybe by the end of Leo's season, right? Here's the Leo. Maybe something beautiful will manifest for you because instead of coming at it from a place of lack and envy, of whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you're coming at it from a place of gratitude and strength in knowing that The universe will bless you. The universe has already blessed you. The universe will bless you again in divine timing with the next right thing for you to move forward on, the next right reward, opportunity, etc. So this is very, very lovely. Thank the universe, set some new intentions for whatever this is, with a purity of heart, of no other feelings of comparing yourself or judging or any of those types of things, but with an absolute pure heart of gratitude. And let's see how that will affect your future manifestations going all the way into Leo season. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you need to know about the new moon in Cancer. Sagittarius, let us see. We have clear waters, clear vision, confirmation, right timing, and opportunity. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what you need to know about that. So, setting the intention to get some clarity and allowing divine right timing to work its magic, not having you force things, right? But there could be some sort of emotional confirmation coming for you at this new moon about the next thing you want to manifest. This is happening in your 8th house of deep transformation, this new moon. So choosing something new based on changes, positive changes that you have been going through. All right, let's see. We have the 3 of Cups and we have the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so there is some sort of joy and celebration because you are manifesting and holding something in your hot little hand. Now, this may be happening at the full moon in Capricorn. You know, we can often set intentions at a new moon and see them bear some fruit at the next full moon, the corresponding full moon. We're getting our second full moon in Capricorn on July 21st. Joy and celebration, happiness. And why? Because the pentacle is in our hand. Something that we have been working toward for a while has borne fruit. And Capricorn is your 2nd house of money. So this could have something to do with your money life. And the 8th house, where the new moon is also about money, other people's money. So there could be something going on there with those energetic themes. So there could be a clear vision on how to change your financial status vis-a-vis other people's money, investments, getting a new job, getting funding for something. But again, it's like the right timing for this opportunity and intuitively knowing when that is. The universe is going to show you. I mean, you're going to get the answer here, this 3 of Cups, this invitation to joy, the 3 of Cups. The invitation to the joyous celebration that the manifestation has happened. The universe will invite you to partake. And the universe, that may be happening, like I said, around that Capricorn full moon on the 21st. So know what you want to manifest, what would bring the most joy and happiness to you, the most value to your life to hold in your hot little hand, and what would bring the most transformative power, especially to your finances. That's the thing to hold the clear vision about. All right, Capricorn, let's see what you need to know about the new moon in Cancer. Capricorn, let's see. Ooh, we have Cosmic Ocean. Beautiful. Current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. All right, there you are floating in the cosmic ocean. The waves gently lapping at you. Closing your eyes and dreaming of new beginnings. Are these new beginnings emotional ones? Are they relationship ones? They might be because the new moon's in your 7th house. But it also could be a new beginning that just makes you feel emotionally revitalized and rejuvenated. That's also possible. Okay, so what do you want to create? Where are you at emotionally between your current dreams, the realities that are going on in your life, and new beginnings? Where are you at? Are your dreams shifting and changing? I mean, look at her. She's in this little bit of a whirlpool energy. You might find at this new moon that maybe you're tuning in with energies of change in terms of your own dreams and what you want to manifest and who you want by your side helping you manifest them. Because we are, after all, talking about your 7th house of relationships. So that's also possible. All right, let's see what we need to know here. All right, Capricorn. We have a 3 of Swords. And we have an Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is very interesting. Some of you are ready to get back out into the cosmic ocean of love. Some of you are also ready to get back into the cosmic ocean of some sort of new connection in your life. It could be something, a new creative project, something that feeds your soul. Aces for me are about the self. So something that the universe offers you to create a new beginning and heal your heart in some way. I mean, this is heartbreak, right? This is like, you know, there was a blockage, there was a betrayal, there was a loss. But now something may be coming in, or you're ready to set the intention to have something or someone new come in because you've worked through whatever this is. Okay. So, you know, it can be something like that. And this may be in play over the next 3 months, even, I feel, right? But it may be just that at this new moon in Cancer, you emotionally tune in and realize, you know, I am ready to love again. I'm ready to welcome in a new kitty, as an example, right, into my life now. I still have pangs over Ariel, of course I do. But now I think I'm ready. Like if the right kitty kind of showed up in my life, I'd be ready. That type of thing. You know what? The last situationship didn't really work out. But I'm ready to consider another one. That's interesting that just happened. That could have been a warning from the universe not to get involved in another situationship, but really to get involved in some sort of very nice, heart-centered situation, not one that's going to be ridiculous. The 3 of Swords. So funny how that happens, right? that the universe intervenes in the readings like that. So that's the dog down the hall. She's very sweet. All right, so we have a real emotional revitalization going on here for you because you have been through some sort of emotional ringer. I mean, 100% last 3 months, 3 years, you know, you've been through it, but you're healing. You're coming out the other side here with this energies. And there is a new beginning. There's a new heart-centered beginning that's on its way for you. So embrace it. Embrace it. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know about the new moon in Cancer. Aquarius, let's see. We have cleansing. Okay, releasing the old, energetic tune-up, and new beginnings. Beautiful. All right, so this new moon is in your 6th house of work and well-being. So this is a great time in terms of your personal well-being to set some new intentions, to have an energetic tune-up. You know, emotionally tune in with yourself. What is working? What is not working? How are you grounding yourself? How are you not grounding yourself? Are there emotional vampires in your life? Time to get rid of the baggage, so to speak. Get ready to prime yourself, getting yourself ready for new beginnings. This could be a time to zhuzh up your appearance, right? Especially if you're going out there in the job market on a job search, right? 6th house. This could be a great time to do that. But getting ready for some new beginnings in how you're feeling and the things that you're doing every day for work. Okay, so let's see what you need to know about that, Aquarius. Kind of like emotionally checking in with yourself and just tweaking a few things and seeing what you need to do to get ready. All right, let's see. Yeah, we have the World, beautiful, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So you could be on the cusp of manifesting some sort of new, beautiful opportunity in your hand. And it can be in terms of what you're doing every day for work, how you're showing up in the world with the World card here. This is great success. This is also some sort of conclusion, right? And we have new beginnings on this card. So you could be wrapping something up to great success. And as I said before, you're preparing yourself for something new that's kind of landed in your lap. Like some sort of new job, like a promotion, a new opportunity, etc. So it's very, very interesting here. It can also be too that you are ready for some sort of new beginning in terms of where you're living and how you're living, because this to me is always real estate type energy. So you could be wrapping up where you're living in the world, as an example, and you are preparing the move. Maybe you're not moving even for 3 more months, 4 more months, but you are clearing things out. You're wrapping up situations. You're getting your ducks in a row. It can be something like that because we have releasing the old and energetic tune-up, cleansing. So the other thing too here is like this very practical energy of having a solution in your hand. So if there is ever anything going on with your physical body, and to hear, this is very prominent. The physical body is very prominent in the World card. So if there is anything going on with your physical body, have that energetic tune-up. Make the appointment with your doctor, your therapist, your naturopath. I mean, whomever, right? Because there could be, like, again, with this fresh energy in this 6th house, a solution that you hold in your hand to fix some sort of situation that maybe has been going on for you. This may be a good time with this cleansing to, again, consult a doctor. I'm not a medical professional, but consult your doctor with solutions of maybe detoxing, more natural diet, losing weight, those types in a healthy manner, those types of things. So I feel like there's something you're going to hold in your hand that's going to be of great benefit to you in regards to these situations. And you're, going to be on a new path. You're going to get started on a new path with whatever this is that is going on. So it's very good. It's very good, Aquarius. And Pisces, let's see what you need to know about this new moon in Cancer. This is in your 5th house of love and romance and creativity. So you could be starting some sort of new creative projects. Maybe romance is on your mind. Let's see. Something to do with your children if you have them. Oh, speaking of children, we have birth mysteries. What are you being called to create? Okay. So we have people of all ages who watch this channel, for which I am very grateful. This could be a new baby is coming into the family soon. Now, it could be your own baby if you're of childbearing age, but it could also be a new grandbaby or a grandniece, a grandnephew, whomever, right? Maybe you're going to be an auntie. But this is also about creating new stuff in your life. And we are talking about the 5th house here for you, Pisces. So there is a little dream in your heart, a sweet, innocent dream, like a baby, right? A sweet, innocent new life that wants to come in. You want it to come in. You want to start something new, but it's something that is, it says birth mystery. So maybe even like what I'm feeling, like the miracle of life in terms of also like the miracle of creativity. Like how does something come into creation? There is an element of mystery to it. Like you can sit there and try to explain to people, well, this is where I got the idea from to write my novel. This is where, but it's very hard to describe how you sit down sometimes and you feel like you're channeling when you're writing. Like it's just flow. You don't even know where it's flowing from. Like you're there, but you're not there. It's like, it's okay. Similarly, like when a new life literally gets made, there is a flash of light when the sperm meets the ovum and there is this new life that gets created. There is this flash of light. There's something mysterious, even though, yes, we know this, the science of that. There is something mysterious about it. So allow room for the mystery is my point in all of this. In whatever you're being called in your heart to create, some sort of new life for yourself. It could just be about you want a new life for yourself. But allowing yourself to have that room for the mystery of creation, the way the universe steps in and aligns things with synchronicities and divine timings and things of that nature. Okay, so whatever you have going on, this could be, again, you could be called to create some sort of new home environment. You're being called to create a new job path for yourself, career path, whatever it might be. And you are very tuned in, Pisces, to the mystery. You're ruled by Neptune, right? You're very tuned in to that serendipitous little something that we can never quite... Words fail us. It's called the ineffable, right? INEFFABLE. Ineffable is something that you feel very deeply and strongly, but it's very challenging to put it into words. It's so emotionally deep. So, and a little mysterious. That's something, allow for that and see where it leads you. I mean, you will be taking concrete action, of course, but there's something sacred in the mystery right now for you of serendipity and synchronicity and the creation of whatever you want to make happen in your life. Like, have an idea, keep the plan a little loose, allow room, like keep allowing room for the universe. There we go. 3 of Cups and the High Priestess. So being in the flow, 3 of Cups, being in that emotional flow, being in the intuitive flow, being and spending time on your own, thinking and contemplating what joy you want to create in your life. But this is very much about being in the flow, the 3 of Cups, because these people are dancing. They're not like choreographing like a Janet Jackson move. Like they're not like hyper choreographed. They're in just a dancing circle. They're in that free flow type thing. And the High Priestess, same thing. She's in that intuitive safe space where she can float and dream and tune in. So both of these, like, yes, tuning into the mysteries of flow and creation and intuition behind the scenes, but also with other people. So there may be some interesting information that comes to you in terms of connecting with others. And then you take that experience back to the privacy of your own dwelling, and it adds another flavor of that energy of what you're going to create. So very interesting. And this is very, very much to me an invitation to the party of life as well. And this baby is an invitation to the party of life also. All right. So get ready. I think this is very exciting energy for you in terms of whatever you want to create in your life and enjoying it, enjoying the process of the being in that flow zone, being in the intuitive oneness of what is happening. That synchronistic alignment. It's gorgeous. This is beautiful energy for you. So thank you so much for watching your new moon in Cancer energies. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your life, how you plan on using the energy, what's happening. I always love to hear. So I will be back soon with some more videos. So make sure you hit that subscribe, the bell, so you get notified. Hopefully you get notified. You can also sign up for my newsletter. I do send out a newsletter once every couple of weeks, or if there's new videos, I might send them a little more frequently so that, you are up to date on what's going on. A link to that is in the description. There's also a link if you want to write a book and know how to do that. I have a link to that. I put together a whole guide on how to do that, so you can check that out. And also, please do check out your Saturn retrograde video that I did for all the signs. Very deep horoscope energies that may be of benefit to you. You might want to check that out. All right. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.